Welcome to this online yoga class. My name is Natalie. I will lead you through a 45 minutes Vinyasa yoga class. Today, the theme will be backbends. We're going to work towards some peak poses, which are backbending poses. All my poses are suggestions. You can always choose another pose or adjust the pose according to your own needs. I will also cue some other options for most of the poses. Please listen to your own body. Let's begin. Come and find a comfortable seated position on your mat. You can also sit on a cushion or on a yoga block. And then relax your legs. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you can see, I'm outside. The wind is blowing here a little bit. And there might be some extra sounds in the background that shouldn't stop us. Okay, so sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and start to focus on your breath. Notice how the air goes in and out of your body. Make your in and exhalations a bit longer and deeper. Try to make every in and exhalation of equal length. And really enjoy having the focus on yourself for 45 minutes. So everything around you is in the distance. It's all about you during this yoga class. If you're familiar with Ujjayi Breath, you can start your Ujjayi Breath now. If it's new to you, you can either try it, I'll explain how to do it, or you focus on breathing in and out through your nose. Ujjayi Breath is performed by tightening the back of your throat a little bit, sucking in the air through your windpipe. You do that with your mouth closed, so breathing in and out through the nose. You will create a hissing sound which is louder than your thoughts, which can be very meditative. And also it will warm up your body faster. Then lift your pelvic floor and pull in your lower abdominals. In yoga philosophy, we call them Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, which are energy locks. It's a gentle squeeze. Out of 100, let's say 30%. And it feels a little bit like holding up your pee if you need to go to the toilet, and pulling in your navel. But like I said, it's a gentle squeeze. Ideally, you would like to hold this during the whole class. Now, set an intention for yourself. What would you like to focus on today? And continue your deep in and out breath through the nose. Gently open the eyes, bring your hands to your shoulder and make big circles. And then bring your arms up like this. Place your one hand in between the shoulder blades and pull on your elbow. So you bring the stretch into the shoulder. Nice deep breath here. And change to the other side. Pull on the elbow, not your bring the stretch into your shoulder, not your triceps. And then from here, bring your arms like this, bring your hands together, and bring your arms back so you bring the stretch into your shoulders. Roll your shoulders up and down, and one more time. And then interlace your fingers behind your back, pushing your chest forward, shoulders back, opening the chest. And relax. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then bring your hands behind you and then open the chest like this, supporting yourself on your hands. And if you can, also lift your hips. And then on your exhalation, bring the hips down. Do that one more time. Only the chest or also the hips. Open. Exhale. Down. Now slowly come into all fours like this. I'll show you from the side. Hands under the shoulders, fingers widely spread. Knees under the hips. Push up from the floor, and on the inhalation, open your chest forward. And on your exhalation, push out your spine up towards the sky. And again, inhale, open the chest, lift your tail. Exhale, push out your spine towards the sky. Last one. And exhale. Now with the neutral spine, wag your tail as if you're a dog. So your hips and lower back can loosen the tension. Then from here, we're gonna come into child's pose. You bring your big toes together. Your knees are still open, hip distance apart. And really stretch out through your arms and fingertips. If possible, place your forehead on the floor. This is a resting pose, and you can get into this pose anytime during the yoga class. Take one more deep breath here. And then from here, we're going to combine a couple of poses. So from your child's pose, you're going to come up into lifting your chest and tailbone. And then from there, you're going to tuck your toes under. Bring the hips back to the heels into downward dog. And then again, from this pose, bringing the knees down. Inhale, lift your chest and tail. Into exhale, child's pose. Let's do that together. Inhale, on all fours, open your chest. Exhale, push into downward dog. Stay here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then bring your knees to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest and tail. And exhale into child's pose. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your chest and tail. Exhale, push out, stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest and tail. And exhale, child's pose. Now from here, come on your belly into Sphinx. You can make it as intense as you want. It's still the warming up, so you don't have to make it very intense yet. You could, for example, bring your elbows a bit further forward, so it's easier on the lower back. Point your toes away from you. Push your pubic bone into the floor. Open the chest forward. And let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Now place your hands on the sides of your chest. Press your hands down in the floor. Keep your elbows by your side and slowly come up through all fours into child's pose. And let's stay here. Let's pedal it out, bringing your heels down one by one. You can do it as slow or fast as you like. Make sure you're pressing away from the floor through your hands, fingers widely spread. Stretching out your arms, your spine. Sit bones up in the sky. And then let's bend the knees on the inhalation and exhale, straighten the legs. Keep your spine and arm long. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Look towards your hands. Step your feet forward. Place the feet together. Inhale, come up halfway. Stretch out your spine. Exhale, bow forward. And inhale, come all the way up. Bring your arms up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Now place your hands in your lower back, if possible, with the fingers pointing up. Otherwise, fingers pointing to the side. Push your hips forward, lengthen through the chest upwards, and do a gentle standing back bend here, lifting chest up. Tighten your legs. Keep breathing. And on your inhalation, slowly stand up and release. We're gonna continue with sun salutations. Inhale, bring your arms up, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen the spine, and exhale. Jump or step back, and bend your elbows. Choose if you want to come into cobra like I'm doing, or upward dog. And then exhale into downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands. Jump or step in between. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, pressing the feet down in the earth, stretching out through your fingertips. And exhale, bring your arms down. Let's continue with sun salutation B. First bend the knees and then inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, come up halfway. And exhale, jump or step your feet back. If you can, come into chaturanga and then upward dog. You can also do cobra. Exhale, push away from the floor, lift through your navel into downward dog. Bring the left heel in, step the right foot forward. You can also do it in 2 steps. Inhale, bring your upper body up. And exhale, use your exhalation for strength. Coming all the way back here. Inhale, open your chest, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel inside, left foot all the way forward. Can be in 2 steps. Inhale, lift your arms. And exhale, step your foot back. In chaturanga and upward dog or cobra. And downward facing dog for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up sideways. And exhale, stretch out your body, arms down. We're going to continue with a standing pose flow. The left foot is going to step back. A big step for a high lunge. Your right knee can be above your ankle. Toes are pointing forward and your left heel is from the floor and you're pushing through that heel, so you're stretching the front of your left hip. Now let's bring our arms up and then on the inhalation stretch both legs. Exhale, bend the front 3 times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring both hands to me, and then on your inhalation, rotate your upper body, only the upper body. The hips and the legs, they don't move, and arm back. 3 times. Inhale, and exhale. Keep pushing through the left heel. Inhale, and lengthening upwards through your crown. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now bring the left knee to the floor. Place something soft underneath if you need to. Grab your elbows above your head like this. And step your right foot a little bit more forward. And bring the hips forward just a little bit. And make sure you're tucking your tail under. So you feel a good stretch on the front of the left hip. 3 breaths. 1. 2. And 3. From here, bring your hands on your side. Straighten that right leg. Flex that right foot. And bend forward. So keep your hips above your left knee. Maybe you can already touch the floor. Then you can place your hands there. Otherwise, you can keep your hands on your hips. Or if you have 2 blocks, you could use them like this. Okay, 2 more deep breaths, opening up the hamstrings. 1. And 2. From here, come on all fours into downward dog. And we do the other side. Bring your left foot forward and come up in your high lunge. Right heel off the floor and push it back. Here we go. Arms up. Inhale, straighten legs. Exhale, bend front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to your knee. Inhale. Rotate your upper body. Exhale. Bring it forward. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your right knee to the floor. Make it nice and soft underneath if you need to. Step your left foot forward a little bit. Tucking your tail under. And bring the hips forward just a little bit so you feel a good stretch in the front of the right hip. And also you can open up your shoulders by bringing your arms behind you. Bring in your lower ribs. Lift your pelvic floor, pulling your lower abdominals. Focus on your breath for 2 more deep breaths. 1. And 2. Then bring your hands on your waist. Straighten that left leg. Bring the hips above the knee. And come forward. Keep your spine long, so either keep your hands on your hips, or if you can, place them on the floor. But don't make yourself round like this or bend your knee. Keep the legs straight and lengthen the spine just towards your big toe. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Then come back onto all fours. Hips to heels. Downward dog. And then from here, walk your hands towards your feet. Cross your arms and hang out. You can bend your knees and bring your upper body from left to right, releasing any tension in your lower back. Shake your head, no, and yes. Release your arms, bend your knees, hips. Move a little bit more towards the back and then slowly come up, pressing your feet down in the floor and slowly standing up. We're going to do some standing poses. I'll be your mirror image. I'm going to start with bringing the right knee up towards our chest and stay here. Let's not flex the foot, but only the toes. So you see the difference, the whole foot or just the toes. Shoulders down. And in every pose, you have opposite forces or forces in opposite directions working. So you're pressing down through the standing leg, but you're reaching up through the crown of your head. Keep your face relaxed. One more deep breath. And then from here, your knee is gonna come down to the floor and you're gonna hold it. So from the side, it's like this. So you can feel the stretch on the front of the leg and hip. While you're standing here, knees together, standing up tall, and just like in the previous pose, pressing down through the standing leg and reaching up through the crown of your head. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Now from here, we're gonna go into dancer's pose. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hold your foot the other way. So your thumb is gonna go out and then you're gonna grab your foot on the inside. So it looks like this from the front, from the back, looks like this. Right thumb out, grab the inside of your foot. So your shoulder will turn. Now from here, your left arm is gonna reach forward and you're gonna gently bow forward. You don't have to go as far as I go. Maybe you're here. And what's important is that that right knee stays close to the other leg when it goes back. So you're not like a dog peeing against the tree, but that knee moves backwards. And then your leg is pulling on your arm, so you actually stay up. It's quite a tricky pose. Keep trying, and on your inhalation, slowly come up. Then we do the other side. Left knee to your chest. Stand up tall. Flex the toes, relax the shoulders, lengthen. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Then bring the knee down. Hold your foot, so now you can just hold it like this. Other hand on your waist. Stand up tall. Bring the knees close together. Push the hips a little bit forward so you feel the stretch here. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And from here, you're gonna bring your thumb like this, rotate it outwards so you can grab the inside of your ankle. You can see my shoulder moves away out of sight. Bring your other arm forward and then gently find out how far you can bend forward. So keep pulling on your arm with your leg. Keep your chest up. And 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Oops. Bring your knee back and step your foot together. We're gonna do a Vinyasa, which is half a sun salutation. To continue. Feet together in front of the mat. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. And exhale, jump or step your feet back. Chaturanga and choose upward dog or cobra. Open your chest and exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's step the feet together and a little bit forward. You can even bend the knees. For this next pose, you really want the bottom heel to be on the floor. So let's start with the right leg. Bring the right leg up, bend it in the knee. And then bring the knee up towards the sky, stacking the hips on top of each other. And your upper body will rotate Look underneath your right armpit. Keep pushing away from the floor. And feel the stretching in the front of your right hip. And then let's change to the other side. Left leg up, bending the knee, and bring it up towards the sky. Keep breathing, and keep bringing that knee up towards the sky. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. And from here, come into child's pose. Knees hip distance apart, big toes touching. Arms stretching out all the way through your fingertips. And if you can, rest your forehead on the floor for 3 breaths. 1, make them really nice and deep. 2, and 3. Now come up onto all fours with your hands under your shoulders, fingers widely spread, middle fingers pointing forward, knees under the hips. And we're gonna do cat-cow again like we did in the beginning. Inhale, open the chest forward, lift your tailbone. Exhale, push out your back towards the sky. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now you're going to start with your right leg. You're going to try and touch your head with your toes. And from there, you're going to bring your knee to chest. And then round your shoulders a little bit extra. Lift that knee 1 centimeter higher. Here we go, 3 times. Inhale. Touch your head with your toes. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And from here you can choose. You can either stay here with 2 hands on the floor, or you can try with your opposite arm to catch your foot or your trousers if you have a long one. And then don't drop that knee. Keep lifting it and pull your chest up with your leg, pulling on your arm. Look over your left shoulder for 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Back on all fours, and let's do the other side. Inhale, toes towards your head. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stay here or go more advanced with your hand towards your foot and gazing over your shoulders. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Come back into child's pose to rest it out. Stretch out through your fingertips. Make deep breath, feeling how your ribcage is expanding on the inhalation and how your ribs come back to center when you exhale. And slowly come lie on your belly from here or Sphinx pose. Just check the time. Yes, we're doing good with the time. In the Sphinx pose, you can choose how far you want to bring your elbows forward or closer towards you. Make sure your toes are pointing away from you You don't have to touch, you can keep them hip distance apart. Tighten the legs toes so the knees come off the floor, not the toes. And push your pubic bone down. Roll the shoulders down and towards the heels and open your chest as much as possible. 2 more deep breaths. 1. And 2. Now gently come down. This time bring your hands on the sides of your chest. Again, tighten your legs so the knees are off the floor. Push your pubic bone down. And then on your inhalation, gently roll up the chest. Doesn't have to be really high, it can be very low. And exhale, roll back. So work with your body and what is possible today. Don't overdo it. Be gentle. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, down. One more time. And do it from the strength in your back muscles. So you don't even have to use your hands. You don't push up. Now you're going to bring your hands a little bit more forward. Place them on your fingertips so to prevent pushing. And then inhale, lift your chest. And then kind of like a snake, if you like, just move your upper body randomly to all directions. Whatever feels good without thinking. Just feeling, opening up for upper, back, and front. Okay, from here, you're gonna see if you can interlace your fingers behind your back. If you can't, you can try grabbing the elbows. If that's not possible, you can place the hands on the floor. And inhale again, tighten the legs, knees off the floor, push the pubic bone down, and lift your chest. Look forward, a little bit down, so no wrinkles in your neck. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Relax on one cheek. Take a nice deep breath here, so we can continue for 1 more. Again, tighten your legs, knees come off the floor, push the pubic bone down, interlace your fingers and lift your chest. 3 breaths. 1, keep your face relaxed. 2, and 3. Rest it out on your other cheek. You're doing great. We have arrived to our peak poses for the day. These are the intense back bends. Now we're gonna try a back bend with both legs. See if you bend your legs, if you can actually grab your toes, your ankles, or your trousers. If you can't, then you can come into Sphinx with bent legs, so we call it a mermaid, trying to touch your head with your tail. If you can grab the legs, you do it with holding your legs. See if you can touch your toes or work towards it. Now push your pubic bone down and lift the chest by pulling on your arms with your legs. And that's it. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Rest it out on one cheek. Place your hands on top of each other, forehead on top of your hands. Legs a little bit wider and shake out the hips from left to right. So you're relaxing your lower back. From here, slowly come sit up. We have 1 more back bend to go, which is called camel pose. Again, make sure your knees are nice and soft. So maybe you can fold your mat double so it's a bit softer, thicker. I've got a nice carpet today, so I'm good like this. Your knees are hip distance apart. And you're gonna pretend there's a wall in front of you, so you press your legs, your hips into that wall. This pose has many variations. We'll start with the first level, and then the second time you can choose if you want to go further. So keep pushing your hips forward, Lift through your chest and roll the shoulders down, lifting the chest up. So don't hang in your lower back, but lift through the chest. Tighten your bum for 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Inhale, slowly come up. The second time, you can try by tucking your toes under. If you can do it with your hands resting on your heels. If you have to sit down to grab them, then you can do the easier version. If you can reach them, so make sure that then you still keep pushing the hips forward. The more advanced level is with the feet flat on the floor. So choose your option. I'll do it on level 2. And here we go. Keep lifting through your chest. Push the hips forward. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Place your hands on your hips. Slowly come up. Head straight. And from here, we're going to rest it out in child's pose. So knees hip distance apart, big toes touching. Stretch out through the fingertips. And gently release tension in your lower back or wherever you feel it. 1, 2, and 3. Place your arms by your side. Slowly come up. And then pretend your spine is like a snake or a spaghetti. And come back down. We do this 2 more times. Just slowly rolling up. And as super flexible as you are, come down. Last one. You can go as slow or fast as you like. And from here, come lie down or some cooling down poses and the deep relaxation. And let's start on our back, bringing our knees to the chest and hugging them. Bringing your nose to your knees. And from here, making small circles with your knees, so you're actually massaging your lower back. And other direction. Place your left foot on the floor. Stretch out your right leg. Flex the foot so you're stretching out through the heel. And also look like this. And then pull it towards you without bending the knees. Not like this. Keep the legs straight. So it can also look like this. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then choosing if you want to cross over the leg for the rotation, which is more intense, or if you want to keep the knees next to each other. Bring the legs to the left, the right shoulder will come off the floor, that's fine. Breathe into it, it doesn't have to come all the way to the floor. Now feel the rotation in your lower back and breathe into the rotation and the stretch, releasing all the tension you feel whenever you exhale. 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Bring the knees back up, lie in a straight line. Right foot on the floor, left leg straightened, and pull it towards you until you can just keep your legs straight. Feel the stretch on the back of the leg, your shoulders on the floor, your head relaxed. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Choose if you want to cross over your leg or if you keep the knees next to each other. Legs to the right, And breathe into your left shoulder. You can also make it more intense by bringing the knees up more towards your armpits. Breathe into your lower back and release all tension on your exhalations. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the knees up. And then place the soles of the feet together. See if you can grab your feet. And then in the beginning, it's more bringing your toes towards your forehead. And then after a while, you can place it on your head like a cat. So see wherever you can bring them. So it's okay that your hips lift off the floor. Toes towards your nose or feet touching your head. And then stretch out your body, long legs and arms. And then come into Shafasana for your deep relaxation. If your lower back doesn't feel comfortable like this, you could place your feet on the floor and let the knees gently find each other. You could also place a nice cushion underneath your legs, underneath your knees. If your legs are straight, place your feet hip distance apart, knees rolling to the side. Your arms away from you with your hand palms facing up. Lift your chest, bring the shoulder blades a bit closer together and then lie down fully on your shoulder blades. Then move your head from one side to the other. Back to center, chin to chest. And place your head down on the floor. And relax your face. Start with relaxing your tongue in the back of your throat. Relaxing your lips. Your nose. Your cheeks and your ears. Your eyes and eyelids. Your forehead. And all the skin on your body. Now your body is fully relaxed. You don't have to focus on your breath, your body is taken over. It's time to relax your mind. Today, let's focus on our breath. Become an observer and notice how the breath moves in and out of your body. Notice all the sensations. You can visualize your breath, but make sure that all your attention is focused on your breath. And then whenever your mind wanders, you only have to bring it back. You can keep lying down to practice this while I sit up. And my voice will return in 1 minute. I will now read a short story about mindfulness. It is amazing what you can accomplish if you do not care who gets the credit. Our souls often want to make contributions to the world. We have instinctive impulses to help others, and to right wrongs. But wait a second, our egos say, if we're going to be heroes, we should be recognized. Credit where credit is due and all that jazz. Mindfulness helps us be aware of and ignore the vanity of our egos. Living in the now helps us act when we have the impulse to act. Together, the two forces create the conditions necessary for us to get stuff done without regard to self-aggrandizement. It's not about us, it's about what's right and good. Now think to yourself, it's not about me, it's about what's right and good. And slowly become aware of the room where you are. Become aware of your body. Wiggle your toes and fingers. If you like to lie down a bit longer, please do. You can pause the video. Otherwise, pretend you're waking up. Stretch out your arms and legs. Then bring the knees towards your chest. Gently roll on one side of your body. And then slowly come to sit, so we can end this class together with a bow. Come sit, place your hands in front of your heart, close your eyes. Think of your intention you set out at the beginning of the class. And also think of the story, letting your egos go when we are living in the now and focusing on what's right and what's good. Then slowly bow forward. And come up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day and hope to see you again next time. Bye.